If you see a married couple still in love through the years, you may think how lucky they are. But in marital relations, there is no such thing as love. They made compromises. They have overlooked each other's faults. They forgave many mistakes and endured many problems. They spent years learning to understand one another. Love has never been a matter of love. It is mutual giving, compromise, shared dreams, respect, mercy, and patience. It is not for the faint-hearted. It is not always pretty. That part about for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, a vow was made for a reason. You need your spouse to be your best friend, to work hard with you through triumphs and tragedies, one who loves you when you're at your best, and even when you're both moving sheep and cattle, which we know tests the strongest relationship. I think it is fair to say that whilst Beth is loved by all who meet her, as her parents, I like to think that Vicky and I share a special bond with her, and one which is strengthened and extended today following her marriage to Richard. Even though Beth is starting a new life, we will always be here for her. Beautiful, intelligent, terribly hard-working, compassionate and generous. All attributes of which she is guilty. She brings laughter, love and joy into all our lives. Beth and Richard have married for better or for worse. Richard couldn't have done better, and quite frankly,
I, Richard, take you, Bethany, to be my wife.
I, Bethany, take you, Richard, to be my husband,
To have and to hold,
from this day forward,
for better, for worse,
for richer, for poorer,
in sickness and in health,
to love and to cherish,
till death us do part.
according to God's holy law.
In the presence of God, I make this vow.
In the presence of God, I make this vow.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank, on behalf of me and my wife, I'd like to thank you all for coming here today. I'd like to thank Andrew and Vicky sincerely for welcoming me into your home 9 years ago. But more so, thank you for raising such an absolute stunner. So now my parents, but out of this stage I'd like to thank Mum and Dad for an absolute marvellous upbringing at Whitewoods. I enjoyed some of the best humble times with 3 amazing sisters, and they taught me an awful lot. They taught me family values which I hope to take on forwards, and mainly they taught me how to work hard. Work hard for what you want to achieve. And I know I might be biased, but I don't know a harder set of working parents than my mum and dad. I finally got to the end of my speech nearly, but obviously I missed off one very important person. So I'm going to now talk about myself for a couple of minutes. Obviously not, I'm going to talk about this beauty. Right, Beth. From meeting you in Torquay 2015, I now couldn't imagine life without you. You make every day worth cracking on with. You keep me level when I'm revved up. You constantly amaze me with your veterinary knowledge, and you constantly impress me with your skills to the same. You have shared with me some of the most best holidays that I could imagine and experienced some of the most memorable moments that I could have asked for. I really have enjoyed this 9-year rodeo so far, and I ain't gonna let this bull book me off. It brings me to my final toast, so I want you all to be standing please for this one. She's the nut to my bolt, she's the column to my rafter, and I only hope that I can be her lead apron to the x-rays, the dorsal days to the ventral days. Ladies and gentlemen, Bethany Stoney. Thank you.
I was taught by my parents that if I had nothing good to say about somebody, then I should sit down and say nothing at all. I've got a bit of advice for you. I think it's quite wise. I think it's wise. It's been passed down through a few generations. Just a bit of advice now to keep your wife happy, Richard. Okay? You need to love her. You should respect her. You should protect her. You should support her. You should trust her. Be playful, be kind, be thoughtful. Be honest, be loyal. Make her your number one. Beth, Richard is a simple creature. Just get naked and bring food.
Some of you who know me understand that I'm a bit of a dreamer. Prone to fantastical ideas, many of which do not come to pass for various reasons. Whenever I launch my latest idea upon the family, the catchphrase which they have adopted is, "We won't hold our breath." As you might imagine, Richard seized upon this when he first heard it, and he's now prone to repeat it often. Turning this back upon you, Richard, and as the responsibility of care changes slightly today, my biggest hope and my wish is that from this day forward, you will always hold your breath.